Nice bag for the occasion. Double. The key is double. John, no, if there is something.
You've got everything on them.
So follow me. Okay, come with me, boy. What's that? Right, John Foster, up here, come on. John McKeon, quick.
Kan je jou?
Kevin. Connor. Along you. Come on, upmill. Stay upmill, Jennifer. Look, his headband. Does she want to eat? Where is she? I go. Come on, John! Come on, John! Come on, Gavin! Come on, Gavin! Come on, Gavin! Come on! Go on! Go, Connor! Yes! Out to the square, lads!
Find the win. Good one.
Come on! Run, Jonas!
Good boy. Come on.
Are you a man? It's the lift,
Hey! Take it back.
Come on! Gavin, you're meant to be in midfield!
There's the ball! To Connor! Back in the man! Back in the man!
Go on!
When you're running.
Come here.
Come on now, Emmett. Hello. Come on now, Mitchell. Now, Sean. To the win.
Okay, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Evan!
Sit down, lad. Winner, sit down. Winner, sit down. Sit down. Let me go on a bit quicker, lad.
Caught here, this man on the loose.
Come on, Mitchell!
Right, Connor! Hop.
Come on, Connor! Come on, block it, block it!
Well done!
Quick, go on,
Come on, back in again, out up front.
Middle.
Chris!
The middle.
Come on, Jim!
Well done, lad, get the ball. Well blocked, Joseph.
Come on, Chris, well, Joseph! Come on, boys, we're coming!
That's enough, that's good, lad. One by, two places. Come on, pick it up, Mitchell. Push it back down inside there. The back post. Oh, the back. Run. You're not marking anybody there. Come on. Take it up. Come on, boys. on, boys, get in there with him. Get in there with him. Have a look. Have a look for someone. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. The ball. Go here, my friend. Get up, get up. Get back. Get back. Come on, get up, boys. Come on. One minute now, just take your time for 2 minutes. Get a bit on the ball. You want the ball? Yeah.
Michael!
Hold on. Tom, open your eyes, Tom. Good ahead. John.
James, smile.
Smile, let's smile. Right there on from the start, Franklin. Fight. Have him from the start.
Good boy, Emmett. Go, Sean. Come on, Connor. Good man, Tom. Come on, Gavin. Oh, come on, Gavin. Come on, fellas, get in there. Come on, Emmett. Come on, Sean Parker, come on! Good lad now. Lovely ball.
The girls did it. Yeah.
Wait for the fucking sun to come around. That's it!
That's all right, all right. If we went any further, there could be a penalty.
Sean!
Between Sean and Kevin.
Kieran, pull him out, Kieran! Out, Kieran! Come on, Eamon! Good man, Eamon! Come on, Eamon! Come on, Sean, I can't cross the ball!
John, you look at it like that, boy!
Turn around!
In here, lad, who's coming into this game? Come on, Eamon!
Lovely ball! Lovely ball!
Go, Eamon!
Look here, I got the very slow. No, very slow.
Tight. You fouled it, did it? Did you finish it?
Well done, Sergeant!
Well done, lads. Well done.
Have a go.
Into the square. High. Well done, Michael.
Make a big circle. Make a big circle. Come on. Come on. Make a big circle. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, particularly young gentlemen of Mayo. Listen, keep the man silent. Quiet. I think anybody who watched that game and can honestly tell me that they thought there was under 10 footballers playing out there, I just don't believe it. The standard of football I saw out there from both sides was far superior to your age. And it long time in Dublin we've been hearing rubbish, and I mean complete and utter rubbish, about football being asleep in the west of Ireland. If that's asleep, we've got to start waking up where we are. You play super football. And if your senior footballers in the next couple of weeks can play with half the heart, half the commitment, and that number 6 that you have centre half back as well wouldn't be any harm. If they play with them, the same commitment that you guys played with out there, not alone will they beat Meath, but they'll embarrass Meath. It'll give us great pleasure to meet you again in the future, and I guarantee you, boys, you'll have to work hard to beat us again. Guarantee you. Well done. Any of you are going to move to Dublin, we have jobs and we have houses for anyone. What are they? Oh yeah, that's a good CRO man now.
Take confidence to your team, fine game football that day. Unfortunately, there can be only one winner in a situation like this. But actually, there are two winners. I think there were two very fine teams that went out there, played a marvellous game of football. I think it's a credit to your area, to your management, and in particular to the boys, that the way they went out there and played a marvellous game of football. We know well that all of you people are experienced to find it. And you should remember that the margin between victory and defeat is very, very small. I've no doubt that if you probably played us again, you could well be the victor. But we're obviously delighted to win. Too often we know what it's like to be beaten, and we can sympathise with you. I know, and I've heard yesterday, that many of you have strong Mayo connections.
Hey, we had. They're not getting the All-Ireland tickets now.
So, maybe some of you will have a lot to celebrate in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
And I know, well, you've been Dublin people, been Mayo people,
Yeah.
that all of you will be very, very happy
For
if
Mayo.
Mayo can get one over on me.
Yes, yes, yes.
And hopefully, our young guys here have set the precedent and will do something. This is actually the very first time that our club has been represented up here, and I think it's the very first time that the gold medal has come back to the West. So hopefully it's a good over for that happen in 2 weeks' time. So thank you once again for American game of football. We obviously can sympathise with the young fellas how they feel at this point in time. But hopefully their truth will be over it. Because remember they have still got a gold or a silver medal, and that in itself is a very fine achievement. Having come from
Castlebar coming up to us. 2 weeks, Eddie. 2 weeks. 2 weeks time. Listen, there's parts of Castlebar up here all the time. And there's parts of Castlebar you can take back at any time.
You've just seen what a match here in Mosney. Castlebar Mitchels are after taking the title here, beating Fingalians on a score of 3-5 to 4 points. What a match. Terrific game. I don't think any of us that have watched this, especially all the parents that have travelled here from Castlebar, and I suppose it would be unremiss to do this video and not mention the support that all the parents have given. It's been absolutely terrific, and those of us that have been, I think privileged is the word I should use, to have been here today to see a display of football that I think will live long in our memories. And just to wrap up the video more or less, I'm joined by the big three, so to speak, that have been involved with it. Jimmy Feeney, famous Seamus, the manager. And the vice chairman, soon to be chairman, Michael Diskin. And lads, I must start with you, Jimmy. As I said to you, I was coming up with the cars this morning, I was thinking about the game, and I've seen these lads training, the work you've done all winter with them. It's been terrific, but I think I'd have to say, when you see the way they've played, it has been worthwhile.
Oh yeah, terrific. The way they performed today was absolutely terrific. Football were by far the better team. Fantastic game. I'm proud of every one of them, the whole panel. And I feel sorry for Evan Heenan that broke his fingers. And I want to thank all the parents for the support we have today. Is absolutely fantastic.
Well, Jimmy, I'll have to say to you, watching the match as well, that you pulled a tactical switch out of the top drawer there in the second half when you moved young Master of Oil over on their danger man, the number 12, and he had a stormer. That was, I think, had a big bearing on the game.
Ronan O'Boyle is a fantastic footballer. I just keep telling you, he's a brilliant wing back. He's fantastic. I knew he'd do the business, you know.
Philip, we were at the train station on Saturday morning and we were talking about the atmosphere and the crack that it was, and we said if it was anything like this when we'd be hunting for the Sam Maguire in 2 weeks, we'd be delighted. But I have a funny feeling that when the train hits Castlebar about 20 to 5 tomorrow evening, there's going to be some humding in the old town. I want to switch to here is a man that came in and previewed all this with me last week on CRC radio, of course. Michael Diskin gave us a blow-by-blow count. But that was terrific stuff, Michael.
Yes, the marvellous match. Great football. I think the quality of the football was excellent. I think the passing and particularly the last goal, I think summed up the very football at very high set. I think there were 4 or 5 passes from a wrong full back line and a crashing goal by Eamon Conrad. I think that was out of the top drawer.
I will have to bring in the man I regard as my little football expert here that was with me as well before we came up. But Finny, without singling out anybody, but from watching the match, I'd have to say a few things stood in my mind. I'm at least 30 years playing football and managing teams and being involved in it. To me, the display that Sean McHale gave at centre half back, I have never in a long, long time seen anything like it. That was backed up by Gavin Sullivan and Emmett Feeney at midfield. They were completely on top at midfield. And what can we say about the third goal? A 6-man movement right back from our own line, and he nearly took the net off. There was only one thing in that man's mind, was the goal. And everybody here in Mosney has been talking about it. But you're a man that's played the Mitchells for 20 years. This was top-class football.
It was absolutely brilliant. And you're talking about Sean McHale. We have seen that from Sean McHale all year, not just today. And not alone Sean McHale, but everybody else. They distinguished themselves brilliant. Both on and off the field. We must emphasise that. They did everything that Jimmy and Philip and Michael asked them all weekend. They have behaved themselves. They have been great ambassadors for the club. And for players, and we're extremely proud of them.
Well, indeed. I think with that, everybody, that we're leaving it at that. But all I can tell you is this: as somebody that loves sport, not just a CE lad, was an unbelievable credit. And if anybody thinks that there isn't a future for Castlebar Mitchels, they haven't been here today, or they wouldn't have seen this video. As the lad said, you're a credit. Let you keep at the game, keep listening to Jimmy Feeney and John Brilliant and Finian and the lads that coach you. Do as your parents say, and I can tell you one thing, I have a funny feeling in maybe 7 or 8 years' time, some of you lads will be up in Croke Park playing a minor final with the green and red on your backs, and we look forward to that. That's to see the Mosney, by the way. Castlebar Mitchels have an All-Ireland title. Name it.
He's not even putting it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, so that this presentation and all of the presentations will go smoothly, and make sure that everybody sort of gets photographs, we would ask you please to help us, and particularly we have an official photographer here who has to take photographs on behalf of National Communications. Congratulations to Castlebar representing Mayo.
Where's Jimmy?
Finished in Mosney was a historic weekend for West Mayo. It was a wonderful occasion for any of us who had the privilege of being there. There was great camaraderie up there, there was great loyalty up there, and it was wonderful to see each team rooting for the other team. And indeed, it brought pride on the parish and on the division of West Mayo and on their families and clubs. They brought back so many medals. I will allow the chairman of the Urban District Council, whom were Deputy Chairman, he'll be speaking to you later about the various medals they won. But it was a wonderful occasion, and as a parent and as a member of the Mitchells GA Club, it gave me great pleasure. Over almost 30 years involved with the Mitchells Club, I have never seen anything like the last 48 hours. It was wonderful to see the team spirit. It was wonderful to see the support coming from Ballintubber, from Bravey, from any place else. To all for one and one for all. And we're thankful to them, and with no doubt they played their part in the Mitchells winning their first ever gold medals at under 10 in the final yesterday morning. Dublin went into the final yesterday morning hot favourites, but the young lads from Castlebar showed what could be done. And in fact, reference was made to it at the presentation ceremony that no doubt that the seniors in 10 days' time will be taking the lead from them young lads. They forgot about reputations, they played their game plan and they came out with the gold. And fair play to Dublin, they were very magnanimous in their praise for Castlebar and the manner in which they won the game. I would like again to thank you all sincerely for coming here today. It gives me great pleasure, first and foremost, to welcome and to thank the Vice Chairman at Castlebar Urban District Council, Mr. Gavin. The Chairman is out of the country. So it gives me great pleasure to present Blackie Gavin to say a few words on behalf of the people of Castlebar. Thank you, Jerry.
Reverend Fathers, members of Castlebar Urban District Council, Chairman of Castlebar Mitchels, Michael Burden, the Chairman of the Mayo County Board, Father Noel Ford, and the Mayo Team Manager, John Mahan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all here this evening. It's my first official function, and there's no doubt about it. I am very proud to be standing here tonight to see such a large gathering of people, young and old. It's a great achievement for the people of Castlebar and the surrounding areas. I am very proud here tonight. I'm proud of the team managers, the trainers, the selectors, and all the parents who travelled to Mosney for the finals. You've given tremendous support, and young fellas, boys and girls, we're all proud of you here tonight, and certainly you have given John Mahan a great boost here tonight. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope to be on the stand on the main street there with the Sam Maguire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to welcome home the Castlebar Mitchells under 10 for winning the gold medal for the first time in the history of Castlebar Mitchells, and the bet swords in the final. 3 cheers for the Castlebar Mitchells under team. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! I would also like to welcome home the Castlebar girls under 13 rounders for winning the gold medal. And also for the Castlebar girls on the 15 rounders. They also won the gold medal. It's the first time in the history of this county that the double gold medal has been won, and the second time in this country. Well done, girls. We're very, very proud of you. I would also like to welcome home the Castlebar swimmers, who done us very, very proud. They won a number of silver medals. Someday we could have an Olympic champion here. And I'll tell you one thing, if they keep going on, we'll have another Michelle Smith, or maybe someone else like Gary O'Toole in this town. And we're very, very proud of the swimmers here today. Also, I'd like to congratulate the Brafey boys on the 13 rounders for winning the silver medal, and also the Brafey on the 15 boys. They also won the silver medal. Well done to you, Brafey. Well done. Also, we can't forget the girls from Cara, Ballintubber, who won the silver medal, and they were beaten by a point in the final by a Loud team. So well done, girls.
We're very proud of you. Well done. Now, I'll just say a few more words because I'm sure you're very anxious to walk down the streets of Castlebar because the people are waiting down there for you. There was great excitement around Castlebar today. Great organisation by the Mitchells and Brafey and all different organisations. I'd like to compliment the school bands for turning out in such great numbers. And now I'd like to call on the chairman of the Castlebar Mitchells, Michael Burden, to say a few words. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, I have to hire this because Blackie is so small. Sorry, who would ever have thought last January or February, when Jimmy Feeney and the lads took the under-10s out, that this day in September that we were going to have a national title in Castlebar? Who would ever have thought that Castlebar Mitchells would ever have a national title when we were beaten in the All-Ireland final in '93? But let me say that football is alive and well in Castlebar when we see the likes of the under-10s, who in 8 or 9 years' time would be representing Castlebar not alone at minor and under-21 level, but at senior level. I would like to congratulate Borden and Old, Philip Heenahan, Jimmy Feeney, Michael Driscoll, Martin Morden and Finian Joyce for the great job they've done in bringing this, our first national title to Castlebar. Well done to everyone. And as I said, football is alive and well in Castlebar, and not alone will these young lads be representing the club in years to come, but with the help of God, they'll be representing the county in Croke Park. Finally, I'd like to congratulate the under-13, under-15 rounders, the Ballantubber girls and the swimmers. You have been a great credit, not alone to Castlebar, but to Mayo. And finally, on Sunday week, we'll all be there cheering the red and green of Mayo on their second title of the year. Good luck, and thank you all very, very much, and well done.
Thanks very much, Michael. Before I call on the next speaker, I would like to pay a special tribute to Philip McManaman, who at very short notice came along and supplied us with this big lorry, and obviously, as you can see, we needed it as big as it is to cater for the crowd this evening. I'm very thankful to him, and I'd like to thank him for all the work he did for us. I don't think we should let the occasion pass without mentioning that there's one family here today that's very, very proud. They're very proud parents. That's Eddie and Teresa Conway from Ballinadoff. 3 gold medals have gone into that house. A football, under-10 football with Eamon, who scored a brilliant goal yesterday, and 2 rounders medals. It's a great honour for the family for having 3 gold medals from Mosney. Now it gives me great pleasure indeed to call on a very busy man, but I've no doubt from yesterday when we mentioned his name that he'd be here today. Again, I would like to thank him, and I welcome John Maughan to say a few words.
Reverend Fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I couldn't let the occasion pass without coming here this evening to congratulate all the winners that are here on the stage before me. As the area speakers have said, you've been a tremendous credit to yourselves, a great credit to your parents, and above all, great credit to the trainers whose work I witnessed firsthand all during the winter. And there were occasions, particularly the Saturday mornings, when some of my lads questioned the merit of going out to train when the under-10s would have already been out training in all sorts of inclement weather. And it's lovely to see that the work that was done over those hard winter months has borne fruition with the amount of medals that have been won by swimmers, rounders and footballers. And in particular, I would like to compliment the parents who have facilitated their kids and those boys and girls that are here this evening in making all this possible. I think it's very important now that they have achieved success, and it becomes a little bit more difficult from now on to maintain the standards. And every team next year are going to be watching out for them, and it's very important that you just up the tempo a little bit over these coming months. Above all, keep it going, because there's no better game, there's no better sport, no matter what sport you're involved in, particularly in the present climate where we have so many problems and doom and gloom. It's lovely to have your kids out playing sport. Keep it going. It's terrific to see such a crowd out here, give them a warm welcome, and let's hope this is a dry run for Thunder Week. Mick forgot to mention, Mick Byrne here, the chairman of the Castlebar Mitchels Club, that he has limited amount of tickets, but he said he's given them out in the bar down there from over the weekend. Again, congratulations, boys and girls, and it's a terrific achievement, and we're certainly proud of you. And I know I speak on behalf of all the footballers, Mayo senior footballers, in congratulating you. Very, very well done, and congratulations.
Thanks very much, John. Before I call on the final speaker, I would like to thank sincerely the management of Scull Raftery and St Patrick's National School for making their bands available for the parade this evening. I would like to say a special thank you to Martin Morden and to Ginny and Joyce, who helped in a special way to get the arrangements made for this evening. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a man who's the hero of the afternoon here in Castlebar at least, and that is the manager of the under-10 victorious Mosney winning team, Jimmy Feeney.
I won't delay too long because we're all tired and hungry, and I'm not used to this crack at all. But I could get used to it, Martin, is right. I want to thank all the backroom lads. I'm not going to mention anyone. All the lads that helped throughout the year. We had a fantastic backroom team, and that's why we're so successful today, and we're delighted to be here. The turnout is unreal. I just can't believe it, and I'd say the boys feel the same way about it. I want to thank all the parents for coming up the weekend. It was really, the support was unbelievable. All the children, all the parents were there, they were delighted. So I had 4 fantastic days in Mosney. It was a new experience for all of us to be with children for 4 days and whatever, 3 nights. But to be there for that length of time, and it was a brilliant privilege to be with them. They were brilliant, absolutely. There were no problem whatsoever. But then to win the gold was the crown of it all. So it was a tremendous weekend, and I want to say thanks to all the lads and the parents on behalf of Borden Oak. It was terrific. So I'm going to leave it at that. We'll hit off for the parade, and we're all hungry and tired. We could all do, all the mothers and fathers, we're all filthy and dirty. We need a big wash, so let's hit for home. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Well, Jerry.
My apologies to Michael Cunningham down there, Michael and his staff. The Snugborough School Band are here, and we're very thankful to them as well. So the parade will start off in a few moments, go down around the Mall, around Market Square and up the main street. Thank you very much indeed.
Come on, smile for the camera. Come on, lads. Let's take a photograph. Come on.